Not far away, an adult female listens to the mayhem caused by Sister 2. On the other side of the tower, we spot a distant male watching and listening. We wanted to film tigers at night. India forbids all filming at night of tigers, but Bardia, which is just down the road from Chitwan in Nepal, they said they would let us try and film tigers at night. Despite the fact that most tigers are nocturnal, they've never been filmed at night before, so this is a bit of an experiment. As dusk falls, now rhinos venture into the open for the best grazing. They follow their trails to favourite nighttime feeding grounds.
Oh wow, he did a nice spray there.
By 7 p.m, the waxing moon is now the only illumination over the grasslands. This is where the new technology comes in. We have a super-sensitive starlight camera, which can see in moonlight, perhaps as well as a tiger. We also have a thermal camera which detects the heat from animal bodies. A group of deer have gathered where the grass is short and where they can see what's going on. The rhinos seem nervous. It's surprising these 3-ton giants would be worried about tigers. They have skin 2 inches thick, as well as special sharp teeth for fighting. But they're clearly upset about something. And suddenly, there's a tiger on the road. It's Sister 2 again. The deer can see her perfectly well. To my knowledge, this is the first time a tiger has ever been filmed in moonlight. She makes her way towards the sound on a small deer track. At her eye level, she can barely see the deer, but of course she can hear them. The deer can just see her. Their heads are higher. We also have amazing high-resolution camera traps placed on various trails around the tower. The deer seems surprisingly relaxed. Now the tiger turns onto a rhino trail in a gully out of sight. She ups her pace to cover some ground quickly. When she emerges at the other end, it's as if the deer were expecting her. In typical cat fashion, she pretends she wasn't even looking their way and continues. It's hard to tell whether this was a serious attempt or just a cub practicing its moves. Not so much a failure as good experience gained. Once the moon sets, it becomes very dark. Most humans would describe this as a pitch black night, where you can barely see the ground under your feet. The deer become nervous and concentrate into the most open areas, with the shortest grass. It's now too dark to see anything without thermal or infrared. The rhinos use scent to navigate to their favourite grazing areas. And there's sister number 1, walking the same route as sister number 2 earlier. Finally, the cub's mother makes an appearance on the trap cam. Perhaps hoping for a bit of quiet hunting time on her own. Now it was truly dark. There seemed to be tigers everywhere. This is a big male who seems to be trailing the mother. Like all the tigers we saw at night, he walks carefully and slowly. The mother can hear rhinos feeding in the river and changes her course to avoid bumping into them. The male follows. Sister number 2's not far away, trying to sneak up on some sleeping deer, although she has no idea exactly where they are. And is soon discovered. "500 meters away on the other side of the tower, sister number 1 is looking for a lead. Again, that slow listening walk. Watch the way she holds her head still, as if she's not using her eyes at all, but concentrating on what she can hear. Like some deer crossing the stream. She makes her way towards them silently, using a detailed mental map of hundreds of trails. Like the deer, she crosses in a place that crocodiles rarely use. Tigers have the biggest brains of all the cats, perhaps to remember complex routes. The deer calls are from the other side of the river. There's definitely another tiger moving around nearby. It's a good distraction for sister number 1.